Thank you very much. So my name is Dr. Joseph Asare, and I'm presenting on behalf of my colleagues. I'm presenting from Ghana Communication Technology University in Ghana. And the topic I'm presenting on is the financial sector of emerging markets based on digital technology evolution in the banking sector, the Ghanaian experience. So I'll be sharing most of my examples from the financial sector of Ghana. It is very important for all of us to note that evaluating the financial sector of emerging markets based on digital technology evolution is very crucial. And one may ask why. Simply because most emerging markets, actually it's almost all emerging markets, tend to exhibit greater fragility than developed markets. Also, currently, most emerging markets are undergoing digital technology transformation, and technology has actually transformed the financial sector of most emerging markets. Therefore, there is the need for this study to be conducted to bring a deeper understanding of the old and the new realities of the financial sector of emerging markets to help institutions that find themselves operating in the financial sector have a better understanding of how they can leverage on the opportunities that technology offers them. This study employs both qualitative and quantitative data analysis in analyzing the technological impact of technology on financial sector. Some literature has predicted or has stated that the financial sector of an economy is made up of a set of instruments, institutions, and also it includes the legal and the regulatory frameworks that governs all transactions that is being carried out in the financial sector of emerging markets. In fact, literature has also shown that technology has brought a lot of revolution, actually a paradigm shift in the functioning, product development, and the service that is being provided by the financial institutions that operate in the financial sector. And some of the technology that is commonly used in terms of the financial services, and that is also commonly found in the financial sector of most emerging economies, include the use of cell phone, telecommunication, and internet. And actually these devices or this form of technology has actually brought a new dimension into the financial sector of emerging markets. And in Africa alone, the use of mobile phone to undertake financial activities account for about 72%. And over 300 million Africans use mobile phone to undertake financial activities, which commonly termed as mobile money in our part of the world. Going back to Ghana, which I have used as an example for this study that myself and my team conducted, the financial sector development of Ghana can be traced back to the 50s. And if you use Ghana as an example, banks dominate the financial sector of Ghana, which is also considered as one of the emerging markets in Ghana. Now let us look at some of the problems that confront institutions that operate in the financial sector of emerging markets. All emerging economies tend to show rapid growth, but they also show signs of volatility. And using Ghana as an example, Ghana before COVID was considered as one of the fastest growing economy in the sub-Saharan region. However, after COVID, Ghana is actually struggling to the extent that there is even a government policy which seeks to have a debt exchange, where bank account holders and financial institutions are not comfortable with, which is causing a lot of banks to closed down, and some customers have also triggered panic withdrawal, and so on and so forth. Technology has also permeated rivalry among traditional banks, and that is actually creating a lot of problems in the financial sector of an emerging economy such as Ghana. And also, technology has actually disrupted payment systems. It has also affected the cost of trading, and it has even created the issue of risk of managing a lot of data of customers, where we have had several instances in Ghana where customers have had their data being hacked in by hackers and so on and so forth. So these are some of the few problems that prompted this study to be conducted. So the conceptual framework of this study is actually to highlight on the old and the new realities of the financial sector of an emerging economy such as Ghana, and how technology is actually impacting on the operations or the activities of these emerging economies. So as you can see, some of the old realities is that the emerging economies in the old time used to have limited products, a lot of in-person service provision, and then they also had a lot of paperwork, and there was a strong government ownership. There was a strong government ownership during the old era of financial sector management of emerging economies such as Ghana. And now some of the new realities that we can also talk about is that technology has made it possible to have a variety of services and products, and also customers can have access to their financial services or financial needs resolved remotely without actually visiting the banks. And also, if you consider most of these emerging markets, they tend to have the idea of concentrating on larger market, that is global focus. So with this conceptual framework, if you look at emerging markets and that of developed market, whereas developed markets are maximizing technology to achieve sustainable financial sector, emerging markets are actually undergoing technology evolution. However, emerging markets need not to start maximizing the benefit of technology before they can achieve sustainable financial sector. While undergoing technology evolution, they have to make it a part of their goal that they are maximizing technology evolution to be able to achieve a sustainable financial sector growth and development. So this study combines both qualitative and quantitative approach. Most of the studies that were reviewed showed that the past studies, when analyzing technology impact on the financial sector, focused much on the use of quantitative approach and survey. However, the use of the quantitative approach alone to analyze the financial technology impact on financial sector is considered to be pragmatic. Therefore, this study employed both qualitative and quantitative approach. Also, the SMART PLS model was also used to show the linkage between technology, the characteristics of the financial sector of emerging market and that of digital technologies. So in terms of quantitative analysis, 5 major banks in Ghana were selected. And these are the banks. We have the Ghana Commercial Bank, and this bank actually forms part of the early banks that were established in Ghana to promote development. And using these 5 banks as our case study, it turned out that these banks alone controls almost 60 to 70% of the financial assets of the economy. And if you take these 5 banks into consideration, the GCB Bank, that is the Ghana Commercial Bank, which is a government-owned bank, controls almost 40% of the financial assets of the economy. And also, the study sought to find out the factors that have high dominance in the financial sector of emerging economy. And it turned out that digital technology constitutes about 21% of the factors that is having dominance in the financial sector of an emerging economy such as Ghana, followed by government policy. And government policy, as I indicated from the beginning of the presentation, Ghana is a typical example where currently there's a government policy on debt exchange program, which is putting a lot of pressure on financial institutions in Ghana.
Dr.
So
Asare,
how do we
2 minutes to go.
Okay, thank you. So how do we support financial sector of emerging economies to achieve success? The financial sector of every emerging economy needs to consider 3 factors: private investment, how to navigate through government policies, and how to take advantage of digital technology. In conclusion, we can say that for a sustainable financial sector growth and development, emerging markets must take full advantage of the opportunities that digital technology offers to the financial sector. Thank you.